Yep.
We here with Coach Colston. How you doing, Coach? I just got a few questions on your outlook on the NorCal and the SoCal politics and the opportunity. What do you feel like the difference is in each one, in your own opinion?
Well, first and foremost, I feel like there's a lot of opportunity throughout the state of California. It's not as easy to retrieve in Northern California. For number one, there's a lot of egos. The level of competition, I feel like, is more distributed throughout Northern California, so it's not as tough. You get all the good players spread out throughout. There's more conferences, more leagues out here. Everybody wants to be a chief, so you get, good old Jimmy John starting a league over here. Then you got, Tammy's telling her husband to start a league over here. Oh, they're going to start a team over there. Everybody want to be a chief when at the end of the day, you only have one chief. Now, if we bring all the good players in Northern California together, you will have another version of the OG Ducks out here. But Southern California, they're really adamant about coming together. They come together with no issue. There's a lot of camaraderie over there. There's no hate. There's no egos, as far as I know. I've been there a few times, and they're all about the kids at the end of the day. The financial aspect, I feel like in NorCal, there's a lot of money. Everybody want money, money, money. You get these different organizations. Some of them charge $600, some of them charge $500. You go over there where the big dogs is with all the exposure. Like, I was devastated. Like, oh, it's $250. Huh? Yeah, we sponsored by Battlers. It's $250. They gotta get fit. Get fit with what? They had to get fitted with the battle kit. So they getting like custom fit uniforms, custom helmets, $250. We pay $600 over here. Then they want a check to hold to my volunteer hours and all that. And don't get me wrong, like, I'm a coach. I coach high school and I coach youth, but they want to hold a check to my hours. And I do understand there's some parents that they need that accountability. They need to write that check so they show up to a game. But like, that's over $1,000, dog. And you got about 20 little Timmies on the team. And they got to get their 10 plays. And some people play for fun, but my family, we don't play for fun, dog. All the way from my grandparents to my daddy to me to my mama, like, scholarships ain't free, and I wouldn't have had no college education if I didn't take it serious. So that's all my son knows. His mom and dad the same way. He playing for a scholarship. Oh, that's crazy. He's a kid. We're a little bit different. We don't let a kid be a kid. Nah, ain't no being no kid. He gonna be a young man, and then he gonna be a man. We teaching him real life. Life ain't got no cushion on it. Oh, give him a chance. Life don't work like that. So he planned to go to college. That's his game plan. He cannot have little Timmy over here making him stress out in the fourth quarter overtime. Tell me he paid his money. He got to get 10 plays. If he don't get his 10 plays, y'all forfeit the game. And the head coach gets suspended. Can't work like that. That's not going to help him. It's not going to better him. So people
so you think it should go back to like cuts?
1,000%. And there's certain leagues, there's certain recreational leagues that will accept everybody and, give everybody a trophy, everybody a medal. And that's okay. But in Junior's situation or Jordan's situation, that's not the game plan at all. We come from a different environment. It's a different goal. Sports ain't everything to everybody. Well, guess what? I'd probably be homeless and on the streets if I didn't play sports. All my money and all my knowledge, all my free education came from football. And a lot of people don't look at it like that. Some people got money. They pay to go to school. I didn't pay a dime. But the way my needs feel, it's worth it. It's worth it. That's all he wants. He can't get that if the level of competition is down. If it's, that's not right, let him play. It's not about that. Life don't work like that, dog. I don't like that, bro. But we don't come together at all over here. Then they won't even let the camera guys on the field. We got a rule in our league talking about, you can only have 8 people on the sideline. So we can't have no camera guys here to record the kids. Then I heard the San Joaquin league that they had where the South Stockton Vikings was, they won't even let North Valley Empire stream the games. So all them good athletes in that league, how they supposed to get exposure? They can't get exposure because they got some egotistical adult up top saying, I don't want cameras at the games. How these kids supposed to get known? Florida and Texas and Louisiana, Alabama, Arkansas, they got about 30 camera guys. OG Ducks. Jordan, how many cameras at the game?
Like, spot.
Yeah, that's a huge difference for sure, especially for media exposure. I've been saying, that was my perspective, and that's why I came about, because of the simple fact I had athletes that I coached too, that's coming to my house and we going over film, and after a while I go out and they watching YouTube, kids from LA, kids from Florida, Blaze, this kid, that kid, the baby Gronk, like, it got annoying. Not on not like hating wise, but
That's
it's
how
just
it
like,
was when we first started. When we watching Champ and
yeah, it gets
together.
annoying.
I'm like, man, y'all just as good as them. They just got cameras up.
Exactly.
That's
all
just
it
as good
is,
as them
bro.
kids.
It
I
just
tell
they
them,
got
show
it.
them.
Media.
So now that y'all said that, how do people get D1 scholarships? You get reps. Everything goes on film. There's this thing called Huddle where every game is recorded. You send the film out, you send your Huddle link out, and the coaches watch your film.
Thanks.
If you don't have film, you ain't getting no offer unless your daddy was that dude and they just trusting in God, which is rare. You gotta have film. If you don't get these babies film, you ain't giving them nothing, man. They playing for fun.
And that's exactly what us, I'll say us because I'm a part of it. I'm not a part of the unawareness, but I'm a part of Northern California. But as a whole, we need to understand that the media is the best thing going. And we got so, like you said, so much talent spread it out to where you look at NorCal like we don't have talent. Because it's so big, it's so many leagues, it's so many this, it's getting to a point to where it's pointless to even play football over here because how it's spread it out. You only play you probably only come across a good team or a good player once in the regular season and one time in a playoff. It's rare. So it's like your whole season was a piece of cake and it allowed you to think that you did something and achieved something. And in reality, we ain't doing nothing for real. You just playing backyard football, won a championship, and felt like you achieved something. Compared to y'all going to where y'all going and playing the magnitude of football at this pace, the speed that they're playing. Other kids with the IQ as you, or if not better, that's going to help you get better. That's what we don't have. Then on top of that, the coaching and the parents, primarily the parents. The parents have to understand that it is not about them. Everything that I'm doing or anything dealing with media is primarily just to get the kids some exposure. Once you make it about you, it seems like everything's about you. And you forget the simple fact that I'm doing it for the kid. Like in reality, I want him to get the exposure. We want him to be at a level that we wasn't at by the time he gets to this grade level or by the time he gets here. I'm just trying to help brand him. You get me? Yeah. So that's really all it be. They have to allow you to allow me to help them brand themselves. As long as we keep stopping each other, y'all just gonna keep doing what y'all are doing, going right across the way to go play around kids and be around parents that's, oh yeah, your boy, he's nice. Or that's your son? Oh yeah, he's a dog. Or they respect it. It's all love and respect. And that's what we don't have. Once we able to respect the next dog or respect the next kid and stop saying that my kid this or my kid that, and just able to see the talent and to see the fact that no matter how good your kid is or his kid, they still gonna be at the next level together. Yeah. So
yeah, a lot of parents they ruining stuff for their kids. Like I call them volunteer daddies. You know, you got people it's their life, they do this. And then you got people they want to do this, but they can't. And instead of letting their kid do it, they try to jump up there and do it with them, and they start talking a little bit too much. You know, and social media can make you, and social media can break you. And a lot of people don't realize that, and it follows those kids. There's some great athletes around here. I said it before, I'll say it again, but parents are ruining a lot of things for their kids around here. There's no understanding. Sometimes you gotta step back. And if you don't know the game and you didn't play it like that, you better do your research. Because if you think your kid good, your kid ain't played out of state. I don't wanna hear, oh, he's a dog.
Thank you.
You can't be considered no dog if you ain't played out of state.
If you ain't played the best.
Guess what? You're a local hero, buddy. Congratulations. There's about 10 of you in this world. And until you meet those guys, the word dog, I hear, oh, he's a dog. Oh, he's a dog. No, bro. There's not too many dogs in the world. A dog is somebody that makes everybody else uncomfortable. And they do the same job, but when everybody sees them, they're like, uh-oh, we're here. Ooh, all right, I'm getting kind of nervous. That's a dog. When a dog in the room, that's what you get. It ain't many dogs out here. I can count how many dogs in Northern California, and I got 2 hands. And I won't use all my fingers. I can count how many youth dogs it is out here. Everybody think they kid a dog, they play a dog until they meet other dogs. You gotta get your kids outside of the state of California. You gotta get your kids out of Northern California, let them go compete out there in SoCal. I will tell you this, SoCal right now has better skill position players than NorCal, hands down. And I've been doing this a long time. From the ages 10 to 13, right now they do. They have us. Do they always have us? No, but 10 to 13, the stuff I seen last week, one hand grabs, PIs still snagging in one hand, no excuses. Ain't no such thing as a bad thrown ball. I didn't see not one receiver throw a little tantrum like, oh. I think just snagging. You throw it up, they gonna get it. Out here, if they can't get it, they throwing a tantrum before the ball get there, acting like they Randy Moss. But it starts at home, the discipline and the structure. Nobody get whoopings no more. Nobody get grounded no more. Oh, he just a kid, he gonna be all right. But when he get in the real world, he get in school with somebody like him, and he start acting up, he gonna get his first whooping. Cause we don't play like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm talking about, structure. I had to get my son out of here. Cause the little, oh, he's just a kid. No, we don't play that, bro. It's a business right now. We not rich. We not rich. We moved from Arkansas to California. Now we doing whatever it takes to get him wherever he gotta get. If I gotta go to Africa, damn it, I'm gonna be right there with the lions and the giraffes. That's what it's gonna take. If everybody wanna do that? No. It takes a lunatic to do that type of shit. As soon as he walked in, Jordan Daddy, I know something wrong with him. You gonna drive all the way over there, your son, every week? Oh, buddy, crazy. You mess with that dude's son and see what happens. He refused for his kid not to make it. It's not too many dudes like that. Everybody say they love that kid, but what you willing to sacrifice? What you willing to do? Without complaining. Just getting it done. Taking one to the chin. Missing out on money. Missing out on time. That's what it comes down to. Everybody want to talk about it, but you got to be about it. That's what it all comes down to. And I ain't made no excuse. I thought about it in my head like, man, something wrong with me. But then I see this dude traveling there. I'm like, man, ain't nothing wrong with me. I'm good. But in reality, we lunatics. But we know every kid don't got that. So if we stick it out with them, God gonna take care of the rest, right? God gonna take care of the rest. That's what it comes down to.
From Fresno down, from where y'all at, Modesto?
Right here.
So I say primarily I go like Fresno for sure. I see a lot of more kids from Fresno down doing what y'all doing in the future, only because y'all doing it. Like he said earlier too, the more people see people willing to go out their way to go play for an organization like this and come back with stuff like that to advertise, it's just gonna make them consider it. So it's like the more kids see he's going to high school, now he's gonna go to a top high school to go play top football. Then you got him going over there to do the same thing. It's just gonna be a ripple effect. Who's coming after him? The next person gonna go over there and dominate. Who's going after him? Now it's a matter of everybody just wanting to go play football in LA. Cause that's where the best football at.
And it's not to cut y'all off. It's all type of stuff they got. They got NIL deals for these kids already. Like I got people calling me offering me tons of money. I'm not like we not like my thing is we not rich, but we well taken care of. So like all that offering money shit is here, is there. We know it's there, but we ain't on that. We just trying to get to high school and get to college. But like I'm saying, like the SoCal, it's a lot of stuff that can happen for these kids at a young age to get them millionaires before they even leave up out of high school.
And they seeing it. They watching Blaze do it. Baby Gronk do it. Grayson from Arizona. Like you watching kids do it that respectfully just as good or not as good. So not saying like that because the kids I'm not naming his dogs, but it's kids out there that's got names, that got player likeness, that got NIL, just based off the fact that position than our kids. That's all it be about. It's just the position and the opportunity. The ones who's willing to sacrifice. That's why I only focus on the kids that I know parents is willing to sacrifice behind them. Them is the ones that's playing football in the future. Them the ones I see. Like kids like y'all, you came from wherever you came for this interview, that's a sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna make sure he gets the proper exposure and put in the right position to showcase him. Them the only parents I'm dealing with from here on out. Cause them the only ones that's kids I'm seeing going to the next level. Any parent that I'm seeing on the envy hype or pointing fingers at, you're not helping your child in the long run. You just showing them how to try to pinch and get their way at the end of the day. They're not really grinding for it because you're not helping them. You're not showing them what it takes to get there. And that's what I'm trying to show them too as far as my platform. Like, you have to come play football outside of California, bro. You will never understand football until you leave California. As far as youth football, if it's not LA, we are not talked about. High school, we're probably the most high school teams. Other than that, by the time it gets to high school, we overlooked in youth, unless it's LA. So it's like, and that's sad because the talent is crazy, but that just shows that something is not being done right. Because as soon as we take a parent out of California to go play a kid from any other state, they're complaining about everything besides what it is. This is football, bro. This is what comes with it. This is what's gonna happen at the next level. Your son might go to college as 5'10", and he's gonna be playing against a 6'6" person on the other side of the ball from him. Is he cheating? Is they cheating? Is he too old for college? What is it going to be then? There's no difference from when he goes to high school and your son's in the 9th grade and he's playing with a senior. What's the difference? There's no difference. It's all about size, bro. That's all it be. It just be kids that's coming from areas where they know they molded in what they doing. Like, for instance, linemen in Alabama know their linemen. They wake up, I'm a lineman. They go to sleep, I'm a lineman. They go to practice, I'm a lineman. They go to training, I'm a lineman. Football time, I'm a lineman. I'm a big man. Everybody here is a skill. Everybody wants to run the ball, catch the ball, throw the ball. We not embedded. They don't understand what you're doing. You're just here to play. That's what it look like. Like, for instance, we was in New Orleans. We played Alabama. They whole defensive line shifted. My whole offensive line stood up and looked at each other like, I looked at my coaches, I said, it's over. And we bust out laughing. It's nothing you can, we know who we playing. We playing Bessemer Tigers with Casey Fleming, the number 1 9U athlete in the nation on the Bessemer Tigers team. That's dominant right there. They literally, down, Sid. I said, oh my God, like, why you gotta do that? That's all I'm thinking in my head. Like, now my kids don't even know what to do. And is that our fault? Yes. Is that my fault? Yes. Because why? I don't have the proper coaching to teach them how to adjust to that type of football. Because I
I'm
never.
behind.
Yeah, we like you know what I'm saying. Like that's just the truth, bro. We behind, and it's just like it's not that I'm not aware of it. It's just that I didn't have the coaching to be aware of those adjustments when the time came. I didn't know that I had to have a coach that knew to look out for those type of adjustments. We didn't expect that. So when I seen it, it was nothing you could do, but just like. This is Georgia for you. I mean, this is Alabama for you.
So I've been fortunate. I will say that I've been fortunate at our high school, the feeder. He's ran the same system since he was 6 years old, I run that with my varsity and my kids. They go to Florida State, Cal, Berkeley. Like my kids go to some big dog schools. Like we go deep in the playoffs. We won state like 2 times, 3 times. Like we ain't a regular school, but the same system we run. He knows the system like the back of his hand, and he 11. So it all comes down to where you're at. And there's not many places. I'll tell you this. The only youth programs out here that are like that, Folsom, they have a feeder. They have a system. Coach Paul Doherty over there, he got a system. Central Saints, where I'm at, Canada, Central Saints, Freehold, system. The kids have a system. They understand personnel. They know how to invert. You talk about invert. What you were just talking about, inverting and all that? This kid right now, he'll get up on that board and drop any personnel you want. He's that kid. You don't find that in youth football. In the South, it's more so because you get a lot of former football players that are coaching.
Facts.
Out here, you get somebody daddy that want to be a part of his life and spend time because he works so much and he just want to come coach.
Or you want him to get the ball.
Yeah.
Every play.
Yeah, and then you deal with somebody like me who eats, sleep, and shit football. And then your kid get hurt. So there's levels to this stuff, but it's our responsibility as parents to get our kids in the right situation. If they're not doing it for us over here, we got to go somewhere else. And LA is the spot right now. I just wish everybody over here in NorCal would come together. There's too much hatred. Everybody want to be the chief.
Yeah.
Everybody can't be the chief, bro.
Yeah, and that's what we're gonna have to fix. So that's how we're gonna that's just something as a whole we're gonna have to figure out. And until we figure that out, we're gonna be stuck, stagnated. And that's just what it's gonna be.
Hey, my mama said it best. She said, hey, OG Ducks, they steal from NorCal, and ATL Voodoo, they steal from SoCal. So it's all you and Steven if you think about it.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. We get players taken from SoCal and then they turn around and go to Georgia or Texas or this, because when they get to the next level, yeah, we might got the most high school teams, but we don't have the best football. Like, especially at the high school level. Like, we might have more teams that's ranked, but I didn't witness it. I played football in Georgia, high school-wise. I didn't play California football. I didn't see the difference, felt the difference. The atmosphere in high school is different.
Atmosphere for sure.
Everything about football in high school in any other state, Texas, Georgia, Florida, the atmosphere, the vibe, the energy, the talent across the field is crazy. Compared to California, we have a few teams, but the talent is still so spread out. It's not enough. You have to be at a Mater Dei or Sierra King or De La Salle, or it's just you have to be Bosco. You got to be somewhere dominant to surround yourself with dominance.
Yep.
If you're not doing that, then you're just going to go to a local school and you have to be dominant to even get a look by the next level, compared to you going to one of them schools in LA or somewhere in Georgia, somewhere, and you're just surrounded by dominance. The high school has a culture. The school has support base. They have players that made it to the next level that still comes here and supports the school and supports the athletes. That's what we don't have. Even the players that I know from Sacramento, where I am from, that didn't made it to the league, does not come home, does not come check in, does not come support the youth, does not come back to that youth team or that high school team that they was at and support. We don't have that. There's nobody, they don't care. That's the difference for real, for real. It's just the people. It look good on the media, but ain't nobody really doing it behind closed doors. They just do it for a few likes and shares and then go about their day. that's what we just need to eliminate. So, you know, that's just what I wanted to highlight this conversation about. I'm glad that y'all all got to come and we can do it. Thank y'all, honestly.
Oh man, you got it anytime. What you doing for the youth, man? Not too many people can. Just keep it up. Keep it up, big dog.